Something strange in the scoring for the Masters Olympia, and was the show even worth the price of admission? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm not going through the whole Masters Olympia, the open division, but there was something a bit odd in the scoring. Now, first place, we have Dorian Haywood. Second place, Phil Clahar. The problem, if you would, is the way the prejudging went scoring-wise, and then the way the finals went scoring-wise. Prejudging, Phil Clahar had 6 points, Dorian Haywood 14. As you know, in bodybuilding, the lowest score wins. In the finals, Dorian had 5 points and Phil Clahar had 14. It was a flip-flop, a flip. They switched places, essentially. Ultimately, Dorian ended up with the first place finish, and Phil Clahar settles for second. Now, that's a drastic shift in the judging. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for the judging to flip like that. I don't know how much time there was between the prejudging and the finals, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time for the body to change dramatically for the better or for the worse. So that, I'll agree, it's a possibility. But the problem is, when looking at the physiques, there wasn't much of a difference with Phil from prejudging to finals, and it wasn't much difference with Dorian from prejudging to finals. There wasn't much of a change of any of the physiques. They basically brought a very similar package, both prejudging and finals. I don't understand how there was such a drastic flip like that, drastic change like that. Now, I don't know who was the head judge. I don't know who the judging panel was. I'm sure it wasn't Steve Weinberger or Tyler Mannion. Or I'm convinced for sure it wasn't Tyler, because I believe he was both Tampa and Texas. I mean, it's the proximity to shows so close, it would make it unlikely. I'm really curious who was overseeing the judges and how the judges might explain how their scoring changed so dramatically from prejudging to finals, when the physiques of the two people in question really didn't change much at all. I don't know about that one over there. Was the show even worth the price of admission? Except for Phil Clahar and Dorian Haywood, I have no idea who anybody else was. It has Olympia in the title, Masters Olympia. The only person that's in the lineup that was an Olympian at any time was Phil Clahar. I remember back in the 90s, the Masters Olympia went on for a number of years in a row. Keep in mind, we had it during the 90s, it disappeared, came back for a little bit, disappeared, and now we got it back again. But I remember watching it during the 90s. It was a great show. you had everyone in that lineup, you knew who they were. They were top-level competitors that have reached a certain age, don't compete at the same level as they did in their prime, and they're going up against each other in the Masters Olympia, and most of them, if not all of them, were Olympians at some point in their career. I mean, I don't want to disrespect these guys in a lineup, but who the hell were they? Like I said, I know who Phil Clahar is. I know who Dorian Haywood is. And I couldn't, for the life of me, tell you who anybody else was in a lineup. And I guarantee you, there are a lot of people that are the same boat as me. They don't know who they were. Was it really worth the price of admission to see a lineup of masters for the Masters Olympia? Once again, it has Olympia in the title. Olympia is supposed to be the best of the best. So we would assume it'd be the best masters, which by far it wasn't. Okay, you could agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. Either way, let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.